Well, hey there, y'all. Welcome on back to the Old Mountain Man. Today, I am going to be finally addressing the groundbreaking news that has just came out about Mountain Monsters Season 9. And when I say just, I mean like 5 months ago, because I never realized that this whole interview that was filmed at the Smoky Mountain Bigfoot Festival in early May 4th actually, like 5 months ago, I didn't even know any of it existed. I didn't know the Ames team was that talkative at that whole event that went on a long time ago now. But luckily, I found this interview video on this YouTube channel called Smoky Mountain Blessed. So shout out to them. Thank you so much for making this video, because without it, we would not know any of these answers that these people have been asking questions about with the Ames team. I mean, there was a ton of questions asked. They had a big old Q&A interview for like a whole 40 minutes or so, and it's all on YouTube. I'm going to try to upload it to my channel too, if they don't mind, but I'll show you some of the clips from it today in this video, because it's just pretty darn insane. I can't believe some of the things that was said at this interview. I thought the Ames team couldn't talk that much about Season 9, but they actually spilled the tea quite a bit on quite a few questions. Starting off, Buck was like, you know what, I'm just going to get this out of the way. I'm going to address the new season, because, well, we're not really sure what's going on with it. I know people are going to ask, so I'm just going to get it out of the way now. And basically, he said everything is at a standstill. He said that they have not been told yes, they have not been told no. But they haven't been told no, so that's kind of a good thing, right? I mean, I don't know. It's good to be optimistic about this subject. I don't know. I kind of had given up hope, but after hearing what Buck said next, it kind of gave me a little bit of hope, but also it makes me kind of scratch my head a little bit and wonder what the hell has been going on, because he said, well, just listen to it.
If any of you have been through the line, we've got several questions about another season. Yeah. I'll just go ahead and get that out of the way right now. Yeah. We have not been told yes, we've not been told no. Discovery, nobody's filming right now. A lot of things have kind of come to a standstill, and it's looking like we're trying to find other routes. So right now there's nothing confirmed on a new season. I know there's a lot of rumors out there. Yeah. We're trying to alleviate some of that.
And we're not going to give up.
He said nobody is filming right now. The camera crew is not with the Ames team. They're not filming anything. They really haven't heard anything from the production crew about Season 9. Is it going to come? Is it not? They really haven't heard a whole lot, so that's not a good thing. That's what we've been hearing, because I messaged Buck on Facebook, and that is what he told me, so this checks out, even though I messaged him about a month ago, and this was about 5 months ago. So same thing then as now. They still haven't heard anything. He told me, well, I don't think at least, unless they just found out something in the last few weeks, which I doubt. But pretty much, he said that, you know, nothing really went on with Season 8. Like, they continued to stay in the Tygart Valley, and they didn't really like leave once the production crew and the camera crew and Cole Straub and all of them left. The Ames team stayed, and they continued their quest in the Tygart Valley. They continued to do what Trapper set them up to do, to find that Bigfoot, you know, catch a damn smoke wolf, the Gratian monster, all that stuff from the Tygart Valley. Everything good from Season 7 and 8. They continued on that quest, but none of it was filmed. Listen to this.
Excuse me?
What was your last monster you were after?
Bill?
Yes.
After what you guys seen on TV, we continued doing work in the Tygart Valley. Even without the camera crew, without you know, the Hollywood aspect of it, or whatever it is, TV production side of it, we continued in the Tygart Valley.
Where are we going tonight?
Where are we going tonight? Bed.
We're coming to your place.
So they just continued on their merry little way without the whole, like, TV show aspect of it, you know? I know why Buck said Hollywood aspect. This ain't no Hollywood TV show, that's for damn sure. But, I don't know. I mean, this is like good news and bad news. It's good news because I feel like, I don't know, it's just nice that they continued the hunt, but they didn't film any of it, so we're never gonna get to see it. So that's the bad news. We're never gonna. I mean, like, they're not gonna do it again, just for the TV show's sake. I mean, it's already been done. Whatever they found out about the Tygart Valley, about the abandoned oil rig, about the Bigfoot, clearly it's already been done. They already figured out what they needed to figure out. So that means that season 9, if it ever does come one day, it will not be about the same, like, quest. That's just like, ugh, that's kind of upsetting, because once again, just like, the big cliffhanger of season 6, we're never really going to get answers. This time, though, maybe we will get answers. Maybe we will. Because, I mean, either way, whether they filmed it or not, they still continued the quest. So I guess they can still kind of, like, tell us fans what happened. Maybe just have, like, a By the Fire style episode for the first episode of season 9, if it ever comes, where they pretty much tell us what happened. I'm sure they filmed some things themselves on, like, their phones and whatnot, but I highly doubt. I mean, it's very good because, they don't have the drone from Cowboy Ken to pick up all those, good, really cool, like, high-tech shots, They can't do that with just their phones, you know what I mean? Or just big old thermal camera. I guess they still have that, but I don't know. This also clearly means they never really found anything, because if they would have found a damn Bigfoot in the Tygart Valley, I think it would have probably hit the news, you know what I mean? So clearly, they never found that Bigfoot they were looking for, that they actually got on camera in the last episode of season 8. So that's very upsetting. So that's like the bad news. But the good news part of it is, at least they continued on, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, the next question was, what happened to the rogue team? And someone ends up later on asking what happened to Spearfinger. It's kind of like the same thing.
Yes, sir.
They got their hind ends kicked.
So you're referring to the rogue team. I'll be honest with you, after the passing of Trapper, we've not had any other encounters with the rogue team. I don't know if it's mainly because we took a break and sat back when Trapper passed away, or if it's a location change, or if they realized we wasn't going to give them the information they needed. But yeah, after Trapper passed, we really haven't had a whole lot of issues. So
Yeah, pretty much. I got it all written down here. I just keep checking. He said he didn't know if it was because they took a break, didn't know it's because they stepped back when Trapper died, or if it's because of the location change. I think that was probably the obvious thing. That and Trapper. I think they probably didn't want to bother them anymore, even though they are some evil son of bees. I bet they probably have a little bit of heart in them, those old rogue team members. So that's probably why, Trapper died and they're like, we'll let him go. We don't need that old hillbilly garden gnome anymore, Jeffro, on our team, so we'll let him go. We don't need them anymore. They're not really much help anyways. And that was the last thing Buck said. He thought maybe it's because they weren't really giving them the information that they needed, which, I don't know. I mean, they were kind of, a little bit of help to them, but I don't think the Ames team really helped the rogue team as much as, well, they made it seem like they needed their help a lot, you know what I mean? Anyway, so, yeah, the next question was like, what about Spearfinger? Kind of the same thing,
The quest for Spearfinger. When Trapper passed away, we stopped everything. We shut down everything. That hit the team pretty hard when Trapper passed away. At that point, we really didn't even know if we was going to continue doing, being Ames. But when we decided to get back into the game, it was a matter of doing what we felt Trapper wanted us to do, which was follow his journal. He left it to us for a reason. That wasn't a coincidence. You know what I mean?
Pretty much Buck just said, Trapper died in 2019, and after that, they couldn't bring themselves to go, back to that hunt, because, they met up with Trapper's daughter, Laura. She gave him the journal, and they knew that's what their next step had to be. They couldn't just go back and just act like nothing happened and just go after the Spearfinger and the rogue team and all that. So that's why they, I guess, just abandoned that whole hunt. I thought it had to do more so with, because that's when the Travel Channel bought Mountain Monsters around that time. I guess it was before season 6 came out, but I think Destination America still was involved with creating season 6. So that's why I thought they weren't like allowed, I don't know, with their contract to say anything about past seasons, so that's why they started anew. But I don't know, according to Buck, it just is because the simple fact that Trapper died and they wanted to, go along with that. And it's like, if they did pick it up now, who knows? The road team could be long gone by now, They're not really a threat anymore, so it's not really worth, I guess, starting again. So it sucks. We'll never really get to know what was in the box, I guess. I would have liked to know that. It probably wasn't much. I wouldn't doubt if it was just a piece of Bigfoot hair or something like that. Probably wasn't really anything to write home about. But, I mean, still, it would have been nice, definitely, to see what was in the box. Nobody asked that question, surprisingly, during this whole interview. I'm surprised. That would have been the first question I would have asked. I highly doubt Buck would have really, or like any of them, would have really given us an answer. It's funny how all four of them were there. Not Jeff. Jeff was gone with his motorcycle shop grand opening or something with his son. But it's funny how Buck pretty much just held the whole conversation. He just kept it going. Even at one point, Wild Bill was like, "Oh, Buck, there's a question over there," and Buck's like, "Well, you can talk too. you answer the question." One of my favorite questions, though, that somebody asked was, what happened to the abandoned oil rig? Because that was a big cliffhanger that I feel like not a ton of people talk about. Most people talk about, did they catch that Bigfoot? That Tygart Valley Bigfoot? Did they find the Pathfinder symbol shed? What about the abandoned oil rig, though? What's causing the shaking in the Tygart Valley? Did they ever figure that out?
You guys ever figure out what was going on with that abandoned oil rig?
The abandoned what?
Oil rig?
We didn't figure it completely out, but we learned a lot more. There was a lot more. And that's what sucks, is not knowing what we can and can't say or do, because what I don't want to do is tell people too much and then it come out and be able to see it on TV. You know what I'm saying? We did learn a lot more, and Trapper opened up a realm of monsters. Is how I would put it.
You guys find any tracks around the area?
We did.
Basically, he kind of just summed it up. He wasn't able to say too much about the subject, but he summed it up as Trapper, kind of like opened up this realm of monsters, which is kind of already what we knew from season 8. That's like, isn't that what, oh, not Dave, somebody said that in season 8. That one eyewitness guy that was talking about 1984, and I don't know, I haven't watched season 8 in a while, but that guy anyways, that was talking about 1984 in the episode 1984, I believe it was, 8th episode, he was talking about that, how it's like, whatever happened there, this whole bunch of monsters just came out. So I never really understood what that meant. Did Trapper physically dig into a Bigfoot's cave system or something like that, and then that's how he got unleashed? But I mean, what, was he stuck down there? He couldn't get out another way? I don't know, it doesn't make a ton of sense to me that he unleashed a bunch of evil spirits. What the hell? We going back to paranormal stuff again? I hope not. But yeah, I'm not really sure what to take from this. A realm of monsters. It seems like just kind of, I don't know, a way to make people think about it, but not really giving them a concrete answer. I want to know what the hell is actually causing the land in the Tygart Valley to shake and feel like there's earthquakes going around all the time. It doesn't make a ton of sense. And I never really understood that, because why wouldn't you hear about that just from Tygart Valley locals? I don't ever hear on the news oh, this place in West Virginia, there's just earthquakes all the time. It don't make sense what's going on here. Did this guy named Trapper from the Ames team, did he unleash monsters back in 1984? I don't know. Sometimes I think maybe that part was just kind of more of just a story that didn't make up. Obviously if you can see the rumbling, but maybe they exaggerated a little bit. I don't know. Anyways, though, they discussed even moving the show to some other network, or a network that they can kind of have control of it with. So watch this clip. It's kind of interesting.
What's up, guys? It's not really a Bigfoot question, more of a show question. Has anybody come up to you guys, had an idea of maybe moving the show to a YouTube, or is that a possibility? Is it a contract situation? What is it?
We've discussed the possibility of that with our agent. Our agent's Lee Kirkland. He was Creepy People Management. He's a fantastic dude. He's more family than he's an agent. Great guy. Takes very good care of us. But we've had discussions with him about that, and we're just kind of going through the legalities. Once you're on TV, they think they own you, so there's different avenues that you have to take.
Right. Thank you, guys.
The guy asked, could they move it to like a YouTube or something like that? And I think that's just kind of a silly question. Like, I understand he wants some answers, but I mean, you can't just move a reality show to YouTube. Like, what the hell? It doesn't really make sense. You know, the Ames team isn't a camera crew. They're not a production crew. They can't really like carry the show on. You know, they still need their crew with them. You know what I mean? They still need the drone and all that. They don't even know how to fly a damn drone. I mean, you see Wild Bill with that technology. He liked it, but he didn't know how the hell to work it. Damn Wild Bill. He can't even turn on a damn computer. Oh man, that man. Anyway, so yeah, nothing really came out of that question, but it was kind of nice to hear them talk about that, because Buck actually stated that they were talking about that. He didn't say they're thinking about moving it to YouTube, but he said thinking about, I think he meant like moving it to another channel, I guess, like they did before, Destination America, the travel channel. They were talking to their agent, Lee Kirkland, who I'm pretty sure died from, like, within like the last few months. I'm pretty darn sure. I saw on Facebook, Jeff said some guy named Lee passed away kind of unexpectedly, and he was something to do with the show. Like, Buck said he's their agent. I don't know if it's the same Lee. I don't think there's that many Lees. It's not that common of a name, I don't think, in old West Virginia, but I don't know. R.I.P. to him if he's gone. But it just, I don't know, it seemed a little weird. Buck was talking about this guy named Lee Kirkland. I never even heard of him before. I don't remember seeing his name in the credits, but then again, I don't really pay attention to the credits too much. But yeah, I don't know. I thought that was kind of weird. He was apparently talking to him. He might be dead now. I'm not sure. I heard that from Jeff on Facebook after he blocked me, so I couldn't talk to him about it. He said that he kind of like Jeffro, he took over the Ames Gear website, because Lee had previously, like, he was kind of like the website runner, I guess. He kind of like made sure everyone got their orders, and he sent them out and stuff. Jeff does that now, apparently. So I don't know. If he's dead now, he's the agent. I don't know what the hell. That's even worse than the state of the show back in May, because at least they had Lee to kind of like, I don't know, help them move the show if they wanted to. But I don't think much can really come out of that. I mean, Travel Channel owns it, and I don't think they are interested in selling it. I heard from someone that the Travel Channel, I don't really watch it other than Mountain Monsters, so I don't really know. But apparently they haven't been making shows at all recently. So, I don't know. I guess they're just not interested in making new shows, I think, because of the writer's strike and whatnot. I don't know. It's very strange. But as you probably already know, Cold Straw moved on to directing a new show for Roku, and it's called UFO Cowboys. It's on its second season. Probably going to end soon if it hasn't already. And I don't know. I'm just kind of waiting for that to end. If it ends up getting canceled, I feel like Mountain Monsters could possibly return. But anyways, there's one last question that somebody asked, and it might just be the best question of all, because it confirms something that I had kind of theorized for a long time. Y'all remember that video that I found on Facebook? Willie put it out on his Facebook account. It was of him and Wild Bill, and they were with Dave, the long-bearded guy, you know, Crocodile Dundee hillbilly guy from season 7 and 8. And they were with him, and I thought it was at a bar, but Willie addressed this because somebody asked him. Well, they asked Buck, but then Buck, shifted focus to Willie so he could explain. And the guy asked pretty much if they've ever been in contact with Dave after the events of the last season. And Willie said, yes, I was actually there. Like, this is in May. And he says, I was there, I think he said a few weeks or months ago. And, well, I'll let y'all see it.
Hi, I was just wondering if you still keep in touch with Dave, Crocodile Dundee.
Absolutely.
Actually, Willie and Bill. Go ahead, Willie.
Yeah, Dave, Crocodile Dundee Dave. Me and Bill was just there not too long ago, and I went down to talk to him. I was in the area, and I called him, and I ended up shooting a little video of him. I don't know if anybody's seen it on Facebook or whatever. And as soon as I get down there with me and Bill sitting there, and he's got a nice garage, and we were sitting in it, and I was like, well, how's it going, Dave? And he said, you son woke it up, now you just deal with it. And so he told me the exact words and then went quiet. So I just turned the camera back around and said, well, you heard it from Dave, and shut it off. He was dead serious that, what we woke up in the Tygart Valley is something that he wants us to come back and deal with. So,
A man that looks that cool, you can't help but keep in touch with him. You want him on your side, I promise.
Yeah, him and Wild Bill were in his garage, and I guess it wasn't a bar. It looked like a bar to me. I guess it was just this really cool, souped-up garage. But anyways, in the old Tygart Valley. Oh, I never know what's going to happen in that old Tygart Valley. So, Wild Bill and Willie were there, met up with him, and basically, right when they sat down, well, that old Dave just looked him straight in the eyes. Willie started making a little short video about it for Facebook, and Dave said, "You son of a bitches, you woke it up. You gotta get rid of it." And I remember that video. It's funny. I'll play it right now just to refresh y'all's memories.
Oh my God, damn.
well, we just got down here. Me and Bill, we're gonna have to talk to Dave.
Bullshit.
Or there's Sasquatch in there.
Well, you said you had something to tell us?
You sons of bitches. You woke it up, now you gotta get rid of it.
Do you guys remember that video? I thought when I posted it, it was like behind the scenes filming of season 9, and turns out it's really not behind the scenes filming of season 9, but it is behind the scenes filming of, well, nothing, because, they're not filming season 9, but it is behind the scenes of their next quest, in a way, because, they've still been doing things out there in the Tygart Valley. They just haven't been filming it and, making episodes out of it because they don't have a production crew or camera crew right now. It's all just up in the air at this point, you know what I mean? But pretty cool just to see the Ames team address this video, because I was wondering, is this just an old video from a couple of years ago, when they were filming season 8 or even 7, when they were with Dave? Because you can't really tell. I thought Willie's beard looked a little bit more gray, so that's what made me think it was from behind the scenes filming of season 9, but it turns out I guess I was right in a way. It was after those past seasons, but it's not really behind the scenes of filming season 9 per se, because they're not really filming season 9, of course. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much all we had to talk about today. I mean, that's a lot though. That's a lot of information. My goodness. He's pretty serious about it though. He wants them to come back. He wants them to deal with it. Whenever they woke up in the Tygart Valley, he wants it off his property. So that makes me think that in the next season Dave will return. But I'm just not really sure if they'll pick up where they left off. I mean, maybe after a time jump, because obviously they didn't film it like we've said many times already in this video, and the Ames team confirmed it. This isn't talking of possibly an Ames team member on Facebook. A lot of people don't believe when I say I talked to Jeff and I talked to Buck. Those are real accounts, whether you believe it or not. I don't know what to tell you, but those are real accounts. They're linked to the official Ames Facebook account, so they are real accounts. I did talk to them, and Buck did say, not that long ago, more recent than that interview took place, he did tell me that they still haven't heard anything. So, yeah, as of September, about whenever I talked to him, they have still not heard anything from their production crew. And he did tell me that he would keep me posted, so I hope he keeps his word. I'm sure he will. I trust that old buckaroo. He's my new favorite Ames team member. Just hearing how he talks to fans on or in this interview at the Smoky Mountain Bigfoot Festival, it was just nice to see. You don't really see that a lot. I don't really watch many interviews because I don't really go to any of these Bigfoot festivals and stuff where the Ames team goes to. So it's pretty cool to see Buck, mostly because he did all the talking, but all of the Ames team talking to the fans. And they ask some good questions. Usually when I do watch these interviews, the people don't ask very good questions. It's you're there in front of the Ames team. You had the chance to ask about season 9. Why are you not taking the opportunity? But this time they asked pretty much every question I would have asked. The only thing they didn't ask was about what was in the box from season 6. And I guess just more so about why did Trapper not tell you anything about the past in the Tygart Valley? Why did that never come up all the years you known him? I don't know, that seems a little suspicious to me. But either way, yeah, I mean, a lot just kind of broke in terms of Mountain Monster season 9 the news. It's not like it's coming imminently. I made a short the other day and I was kind of pretty certain that it was gonna come very soon, but I was under the impression they had filmed it. Then I watched more of the interview because I just found it when I was driving in the car, and I'm whoa, this is cool. I never seen this. It like popped up in my For You page on YouTube, and I was like, wow, I never seen that before. How did I never see that? But anyways, yeah, pretty groundbreaking video. So thank you to Smoky Mountain Blast, the YouTube channel, for posting that video. Hopefully I'll be able to post it soon so you can see it in full, but if you don't want to wait, just go to their YouTube channel. I'll link the video down below, and you can see all the other questions that people asked the Ames team when they're at the 2024 Smoky Mountain Bigfoot Festival. There was a lot of other questions I just breezed over just because they weren't really like involving Season 9, so this is like what I wanted this video to be about. It was already long enough, even just talking about the Season 9 stuff. But anyways, hope y'all enjoyed. Thank y'all for watching, and I hope y'all are more like optimistic about Season 9 coming out now, because I sure am. I still think it's going to come, but just not January, I don't think, because I mean they haven't filmed anything, so it can't come in January. That wouldn't make sense. But anyways, yeah, with all that, I'll see y'all next time on the damn Mountain Man. Hoorah! Gonna catch a monsters!